The question is, is it permissible to say Tefilas Haderech while driving a vehicle or not? So the Torah rules, the Torah Paskins and Siman Kuf Yud Sif Daled. He discusses that Tefilas Haderech, surprise, surprise, should be said standing up. Why has no one ever heard of this? That no one stands up for Tefilas Haderech? The answer is the Beis Yosef quotes Rabbenu Yona, who says that some say that if someone is riding on an animal, which yes, riding on an animal, we don't do it nowadays. However, the halachas of cars are learned out from riding on an animal. So he says, Rabbenu Yona says that if someone is riding on the animal, he does not need to descend in order to say Tefilas Haderech. Why? Because just like shemoneh esray, technically speaking, it could be done while riding on an animal, as we discussed in the video regarding shemoneh esray and driving cars. See over there that video that shemoneh esray in a self-driving Tesla. So just like by shemoneh esray, technically speaking, it could be done while riding in a vehicle. So then so too Tefilas Haderech. Tefilas Haderech, if shemoneh esray could be done in riding in a vehicle or riding on an animal, so then certainly shemoneh esray could. Now keep it riding on an animal, take out riding on a vehicle, because that's a whole other discussion. See that video over there. But the point is that if shemoneh esray could be done while riding on an animal, so too Tefilas Haderech. However, some say that no, there's a difference between the two. Specifically shemoneh esray, which requires kavana for at least the first opening paragraph. So therefore, one would be obligated to descend from the animal. One would not be obligated to descend from the animal in order to say shemoneh esray, because then he's going to be preoccupied about the delay for his journey. He's going to say, "Oh wow, this is such a delay, and I can't focus on shemoneh esray." Unlike Tefilas Haderech, which does not require kavana, does not require one having intent and meaning the words that he says with proper focus and concentration. So therefore, there's a machlokes over there. There's an argument regarding Tefilas Haderech, if you could continue while on the animal or you would need to descend. The Beis Yosef rules like the first opinion, who says that you would not need to descend from the animal to say Tefilas Haderech. Shulchan Aruch paskins that if possible, the Shulchan Aruch rules, the book of laws, then one should stand when he says Tefilas Haderech. However, if he was riding on an animal, he does not need to descend from the animal in order to say Tefilas Haderech. The Magen Avraham over there in Siman Kuf Yud Sifkot and Yud Aleph rules that if possible, one should stop the animal, since riding an animal is like walking. רכוב כמהלך dummy. Gemara in Kidushin Lama Gimel Beis. Mishna Berura rules over there in Siman Kuf Yud Sifkot and Chav Beis that if stopping from the journey will be a burden, then it's permissible to say Tefilas Haderech while walking or sitting. Notice he says sitting, because if you're sitting as a passenger in a vehicle, it could very well be that there's a status not necessarily of riding, of sitting. So in the hierarchy, preferably you should first stand. If you can't stand, then sit. If you can't sit, then even while you're riding. That's a whole discussion in and of itself. Now, one time the Chazon Ish was in a taxi and the driver stopped. The Chazon Ish then took advantage of that time and he said Tefilas Haderech while he was standing up. That's brought in the Orchos Rabbeinu Chelik Aleph, page Samach Beis. Rav Shlomo Zalman Auerbach would say Tefilas Haderech sitting in the car when he was a passenger. However, Rav Shlomo Zalman Auerbach rules that it is fitting to pull over to say Tefilas Haderech when one is driving a vehicle in order that one will have proper focus and concentration. That is quoted in the Halicha Shlomo on page Reish Nun Gimel footnote 11. Piskei Teshuvos also says in the Piskei Teshuvos and Siman Kuf Yud footnote 30, someone who could easily pull over should do so. However, someone who can't pull over should say the Tefilas Haderech while driving. If other people are traveling with you, then perhaps it is better for them to say Tefilas Haderech, and you have in mind to fulfill your obligation with their Tefilas Haderech. So that is certainly an idea to have it in mind. So that's basically the story. End of the day is that it's preferable to say Tefilas Haderech while basically in a stationary position. Try to pull over, get out of the car, stand up while saying it. It's really preferable to do it while standing up. If you can't do that, if it's a delay, you could do it while driving. Certainly, if you could do it while driving a manual car, you could do it with the car that's a stay-in-lane cruise control or full self-drive. It's a kal v'chomer, especially now if you have a Tesla and you have on your screen, you could pull it up because you pay for the additional internet, and you could just pull the Tefilas Haderech up on your screen and make it big. It's a large screen, not like a small phone. Definitely, it would be 100% okay. And just closing remarks, if you haven't already subscribed, get on that. It helps with the algorithms. This will be shared with more people. It will spread Torah. I think it's going to be spread anyways, because I think that this is high quality material that no one else talks about. But for the end, I just want to share all the sources from the screen share. If you're curious, if you want to look anything up yourself, here's the Orchos Rabbeinu inside, and of course, pause it to take a look, the highlighted section. There it is. You could pause it to to take a look at the recording. Here's the Halicha Shlomo. Look at the Sefer. Here's the footnote. Okay, that's the Halichos. Here is the tour. The lovely Beis Yosef. I really enjoy this Beis Yosef. Sarich Lamar Ma'umud. Here's the Beis Yosef down there. It's actually long Beis Yosef. If you're interested in looking at the Sugi and the Gemara over there, you could do that also. The Meir we didn't quote this, but he also talks about if it's dangerous to pull over. He's talking about over here. So then it would be better not to pull over. You gotta just know your situation. He talks about how many car accidents there are. You know, you don't want to pull over on the side of a highway. That's just not safe. Do it at a rest stop, something. So here's the Mishna Berura. That's his ruling over there. Piskei Teshuvos, yeah. Nice Piskei Teshuvos over here. What a great sefer. You gotta just look up his sources and make sure it's good, but most part, good stuff. Okay, so everyone should be safe out there and have a wonderful day. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Subscribe, thumbs up, etc., etc. Yeah. Have a good day.